Okay, as you can see now, I have all the fittings out. With one exception of this one, because it's already a Bits Power fitting and it goes to the water block here, and I think that's exactly the one I want to use, so I just left it. It's a 45-degree rotary compression fitting. But as you see, there's my EK water block with the fittings out and the rads. So here are, whoa, moving the tripod, not professional. My Monsoon fittings. Let me just say a quick word about my Monsoon fittings that I just took out of the system. Monsoon fittings are awesome. If you like how they look and you want to use them, they are sweet. They come with the really smart, well thought out Monsoon tool. They sell them in packs of 6. They're not too expensive. They're no more expensive than any other fittings, and they're great. The only reason I'm taking them out is they're being sacrificed on an altar of uniformity. How poetic. Because I'm just going with all Bits Power so that they match. There's a looks difference. Let me pull a couple out. All the Bits Power fittings have this knurled look. You know what knurling is? That stuff that's rough, that hurts your hands. You know, that's a Bits Power. Here's a regular, straight Bits Power compression. See, it's knurled as well. Autofocus and my new lighting looks like it's working pretty good here. Well, put them side by side. Right, they're both chrome, but there's no knurling at all on this is the Monsoon. So it's great, and it has the little notches in it that you can use the tool in, which is a really cool idea, cool invention. But I'm just going with this look now, with this knurled look. So that's why I made the switch. I'm not saying anything bad at all about Monsoon fittings, they're great. Here's the final bowl of water with all the water out of the system. Maybe 3 or 4 cups of water in the bowl. So that's how much water is inside your system. So now we got it all drained, and what we got to do is refit, put the fittings in their new spots while thinking about the tubing. But before I do that, I'm going to have to turn this front radiator upside down, the other way, and put the inlet and outlet at the top. That's the new plan I have, and there's no need for you to sit and watch me flip a radiator upside down, so I'll turn the camera off for that and get to work. Okay, everybody, as you can see, I'm done pulling out the old stuff and putting the new Bits Power fittings in my machine. The other thing I did while we were away is, if you're to look, no more dangling out LED lights. They're hidden. There, you can see them over there. I just put them in with 3M magnetic. It's sticky on one side, magnet on the other. So now not only are they stuck in there good, but I can move them if I need to, or take them to another case. I'm not sure I will. I've been thinking when I do my upgrade later in the year and get myself a Case Labs case, I think I'm going to go with some nice dark side LEDs that are just a little higher quality than those. There's a couple of those that flash oddly and stuff, so they're not... I bought a fairly cheap flexible LED strip, and I have a lot of upgrades coming. But anyway, let's talk about water cooling. So I now have all the Bits Power knurled fittings in. So let's just go through what I have planned for the loop. I am going to just move the camera a bit. I know I could probably edit that out, but I probably won't. So the water or coolant is going to come out from the pump here over to this 45-degree fitting into the GPU block, and then out of the GPU block into the CPU block right here. And then out of the CPU block, now I have a 45-degree fitting up to here, the first radiator. and then out of the first radiator back here, and a very short little throw across to the big radiator. And that's the big improvement. I mean, it doesn't seem like that massive improvement, but remember I had that huge tube that stretched all the way down here and around, and it was really ugly. So now, coming out of the big radiator, I have the 90 degree into another 90 degree back into the pump reservoir. So that should be a nice short throw and look much better, much more balanced, and without all the tubes crossing over each other at various points. I think the system is going to look much better, and this is pretty temporary. I'm definitely going with hard tube in the future because I'm at the limit of soft tubing. I really want my systems to look awesome, and soft tubing, once you start seeing the great people on the internet using hard tubing, if you're watching this on YouTube and you've never seen Ron Zanutt or Singularity Computers especially, if you want to see God level stuff, look at Singularity. He is an absolute genius when it comes to putting together the most gorgeous PCs with water cooling. Unbelievable. So definitely give those a look. So that's where I'm at for right now. And I'll probably wrap up this video, but I will do a fill video next after I get this tubed up. I don't have to show you doing that. That's pretty elementary. But I'll do a fill and leak testing video. That's always fun. I'm not going to do that today because I bought an external power supply for my pump because I'm sick of dealing with shorting the motherboard and all that stuff you have to do that with your PC power supply. So I just bought a little Molex power supply that I can plug into the wall, and I was expecting it today from Amazon Prime, but it didn't show up. Hopefully it'll be here tomorrow and I can get this system put back together, and woo-ha. Anyway, it's been a lot of fun. Thanks for watching these videos on PC Hype, and I would love it if you subscribed to this channel or gave me a thumbs up, liked it. That would really be awesome. I would love to grow the number of viewers I have. And that's it. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Okay, here is my system now done, up and running. Thank you, Hector. My cat Hector wants to contribute. As you can see, he really wants to contribute. So yeah, here's the new thing. I think it looks much cooler. I think having all of the Bits Power fittings all with their knurling on them looks way cool. They're still shiny chrome, but they have a little bit of character. My awesome CPU block and nickel sort of matches. Nickel and the chrome are a little bit different finishes, but I have that little throw in the back. You can barely see, but I think it looks much cooler with this one up here than it did before. Just jammed in and didn't really look good. Plus the tubes don't cross over, which is considered a good thing. You don't want to cross the tubes. If you hear how loud that is, you might be able to hear the pump. Understand that water cooling systems, especially like this with the D5 pump, which is the best pump, are just completely quiet. They're dead silent. And this is no exception, but when you fill a loop and you're bleeding the air out of it, the air bubbles make noise going through the pump. And that will go away after bleeding it for a while. See at the top of the reservoir, basically air will be in there, and then each time you can open up the top and fill it up. So basically you're bleeding all the air out of the system. You don't have to. You could leave a reservoir half full. It wouldn't hurt anything because the outlet and inlet are both on the bottom. So you never want to have a pump run dry, of course, because that'll break it. The water is the only thing that cools and lubricates these pumps. But this design with the reservoir above the pump and a fluid level in there keeps that from ever happening. Even if your reservoir gets half empty or almost all the way empty, that'll be fine. I just think it looks better if you keep it full. So I just, I'll put everything away, but I kept behind the one little squeeze bottle of distilled water just so I can top it off as the air works its way out. But there we go. That is the rebuilt system. I think it's a big improvement. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Please like and this channel and subscribe to it. That would be great. I'm going to have lots more videos, especially later this year. I'm going to be doing big upgrades. Definitely a new video card, maybe a 1070, maybe a 1080 if my wife's in a really good mood. Definitely water block for that. Probably be EK again, but we'll see who comes out with what. And I'm moving into a Case Labs case, probably an SM8, although I'm intrigued by the new line of cases they have called Bullets. So I'll be keeping an eye on those to see if maybe I want to go with one of those. But that's it for now. Thanks for watching PC Hype, and we'll be seeing you soon. And Hector says bye too. Hector, say bye. Maybe we need a mascot for the channel. I don't know. Hector, you want to be a mascot? You want to be the PC Hype mascot? I guess that's a yes, folks. Alright, enough of this. There's enough cats on YouTube. We'll see you later. Thanks a lot.